Today's video is about CERN, NASA, and the April 8th eclipse again. Put them all together and let me know what you all think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, help the channel out, and you're getting better by the day. Here we go. First thing I want to talk about and show you is the opening ceremony to the Gotthard Tunnel at CERN. I mean, you got to tell me what you think you see here. I mean, we've been watching this sort of stuff for a long, long time, so people my sort of age, in the mid-30s and above, like, all seeing this just unfold in front of everybody. So, let me know what you think. I'm going to throw you some more videos out after this anyway, and just let me know where we go. Some next level creepy.
Welcome back to part 3. Here we have arrived to the outdoor portion of this ceremony, where again the entranced workers are walking in step up a platform towards a large screen. As you can see here, the workers are scaling the rock wall and they are digging a tunnel, it appears, into this wall. As the workers continue to excavate through the rock wall, it doesn't so much appear to be a tunnel. The more I look at it, it seems to be a portal that they've opened. The workers appear to be doing some sort of ritualistic dance to gain access or to have the portal open up for them. Once the portal opens...
Sorry, but why would anywhere need a ceremony like this? I mean, seriously. Why would you need it for a particle collider? Why would you need it for anything? Let's just carry on.
And starts to take effect, the workers start to undress, and things start to get a lot weirder. The workers that were digging the tunnel appear to have made a self-sacrifice and hung themselves in the portal. You can see on the screen that the sacrificed workers, or the workers that committed suicide, are spiraling down into abyss, probably the pit of hell. The further they go down, you will see hands reaching for them and clutching for them as they continue to fall. Once the 3 workers reach the bottom, they return as 3 spirits that are resurrected or lifted up into the sky. Not only are they lifted into the sky, it looks like the portal is transformed into some sort of eye, an all-seeing eye, perhaps. You can see on the screen the 3 ghosts give way to 3 scarabs. A lot of symbolisms of 3 in this ceremony. You can see here that the goat man, or Satan, seems to be having some sort of sexual encounter with one of the women construction workers, or even the fallen angel, perhaps.
That makes sense.
This just really seems a lot overboard for the opening ceremony to a scientific facility. There's just really got to be more than meets the eye here. I would really like to know what their goal is here. As the ritual continues, you will see on the screen the clock seems to be out of control, as if they're losing control of time. The large-headed figures, I believe, are to represent the heads of state or politicians that would appear or seem to be in cahoots or directly related to this ceremony, or even Satan himself. Here we see a lady dressed in red. Again, red symbolizes blood in these type of ceremonies. And in the background, you see the clock that is out of control. This losing control of time scenario, I've had a few people comment on the belief that this CERN machine has pushed us through or forced us into another dimension or an alternate reality. What do y'all think?
Well, what do you all think? I mean, there's always symbolism with these guys. It's 369. I mean, when you look at their logo, and the people will say it's 3 6s. Well, yeah, it is 3 6s, because obviously a 9 and a 6 can look very similar. But there's a 9 there as well. So everything's around 369, a bit like Nikola Tesla was saying this. I mean, a lot of us will know about that. But then when you take a closer look at the CERN's actual logo, and you just look at this bit here. Yes, there is 3 6s. When you look at it, there is a representation of 9 in there. But when you look at it more closely, it looks like a 3-dimensional, obviously, shape. So you've got like a portal being opened and CERN in the middle of it. This is Dr. Stuttelberger. Listen to what she says.
Actually, CERN is dealing with radionuclear research. But it is more than that, because there are lots of physicians, I know some, they're doing very strange experimentation. There are beings from portals coming in and out. It's physicists from the CERN who told me this.
They've testified to beings coming in and out of portals.
Yes, they have apparently.
Crazy.
In the bottom of the CERN, this portal, this door, where they are dealing with all the subatomic dimensions. They say there are 17 different dimensions of reality. That's what those physicists say. Some others say there are more dimensions, And now, when you look at what is going on in the CERN, there is a fight from some of the military agencies. Intel, they say that there is a fight on time. They're trying to change time. Actually, CERN is.
Wow. Trying to change time. So do you believe they're trying to change time? I mean, those of you out there have probably seen the Alien interview, the supposed one, from 1964, that was supposedly released. I mean, I thought about doing a deep dive on it, so you'll have to let me know if that's what you want me to do. But there's a part in that 4-part series where the supposed being says that you have to change reality. So, changing time, changing reality, opening portals. What do you think? I mean, this is all just shits and giggles and speculation, so let me know what you think. I mean, I'll just sit there thinking about this and want your opinion. All right, now take a listen to this one. Listen carefully.
So no one's going to talk about how CERN is starting back up on April 8th.
We are.
The solar eclipse where everybody's freaking out because they're deploying nuclear units. That's right. Look at that. Start on April 8th, followed by the SPS North area on the 10th of April. The Awake facility behind the SPS will run for 10 weeks in total. 10 weeks, guys. That's why they're telling you to stock up on your food, resources, gas, etc.
Now, as I was talking not just like too long ago, a few moments ago, when we was talking about where it said about they wanted to change time, I found this quite an interesting post, and it says CERN launches the White Rabbit collaboration. White Rabbit, an open source timing technology developed at CERN, has the applications far beyond particle physics to foster its uptake by industry. CERN has launched the White Rabbit collaboration. Now, this was dated 22nd of March. And if we click across, check it out. The White Rabbit, but with a clock. Again, with time. But don't forget, this is all just for fun. What do you reckon? Right, as we move on, make sure you keep paying attention. Stick with me in this video. Like, share, subscribe. All help the channel moving forward. Let's go.
So yeah, guys, I think it's pretty obvious now that they are trying to open a portal at CERN. Is it to hell? I don't know. But definitely somewhere. I mean, Nike seems to think so. Let's watch Nike's new commercial about CERN. Yeah. So this commercial not so subtly starts off in Geneva, Switzerland, the location of CERN. And we have two pretend scientists, much like the actual pretend scientists over at CERN, argue about who's a better soccer player, or football player as the world calls it. And hijinks ensue as they open up portals to a past in the multiverse of football or something. Just watch this. Yeah, we get cloned players. We get a cartoon player who turns into a demon. That's interesting. And so what is going on? This is science, right? We're the crazy ones. Yeah. So yeah, guys, I think.
Hey guys, it's Jay with Rising S Company, and I found something really interesting today. You want to see? So, no one's going to talk about how CERN is starting back up on April 8th. You know, the solar eclipse where everybody's freaking out because they're deploying nuclear units. That's right. Look at that. Start on April 8th, followed by the SPS North area on the 10th of April. The Awake facility behind the SPS will run for 10 weeks in total. 10 weeks, guys. That's why they're telling you to stock up on your food, resources, gas, etc. Now you may be asking yourself, well, what does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Wait for it. So, this is exactly what they're doing. Experimental infrastructure within the CERN complex of nuclear and particle physics experiments. Yep. Literally, they're just sweeping it under the rug, you guys. But you're welcome. Share this.
I will. Let's keep going.
Oh, it gets downright spooky. The CERN is built under an ancient temple of Apollo, which was considered a portal to the world of the dead in antiquity. Coincidence? Each temple is built at a specific location for a particular energy. It was said that beneath this temple of Apollo lay the entrance to hell. The CERN was built on the portal of hell, with a monument of Shiva in front, representing destruction, death, but also renewal and rebirth, where they perform more than dubious rituals. So are we heading for our downfall, or have we jeopardized our reality by seeking to understand the universe? I leave you to ponder on this, and if you have any doubts, remember, the CERN is built on the entrance to hell.
Up next is a dude talking about the eclipse tips, and he can't understand why America's having to prepare so much. Neither can I, to be quite honest with you. I mean, I've seen all the theories, probably like you all have. So let's just hear what he's going to say.
Alright, y'all, what's on my mind today? So, have y'all
Tell us
seen
what's
this?
on your mind, brother.
What is up with this eclipse that's coming up? You know, schools are canceling. You know, the people. And look at this.
They're trying to
Schedule
freak
errands
you
and
out.
appointments early. Have a communication plan with family and friends. Have cash on hand in case of limited internet access. Buy necessary groceries and gas. Expect heavy traffic. Why?
Yeah,
I mean, we've been through many solar eclipses, and it's never been a big deal. I mean, schools usually use this as a learning experience. We build the little glasses, we go outside, play for a little while, and then we stare at the sun, you know, because they always told you don't look at this eclipse without your glasses on.
So what does everybody think so far then about what CERN's up to and the upcoming solar eclipse in America? Do you reckon it's all just scare tactics? Satanistic black magic stuff? Is it a call into like a biblical end? Are they trying to like get rid? What do you reckon? I sit there a lot of times thinking over and over again which way round this could be. So this is why this channel's here. Come and join. Let me know your opinions. Now this is a longer video from this guy Callie off TikTok. But he always has an interesting way of putting stories, so you should check this guy out.
Is this company trying to free the devil? I know this sounds crazy, but CERN is a company that is heavily funded and claims that their work helps uncover what the universe is made out of and how it works. Basically giving us a better understanding on how the Big Bang happened and how our universe was created. But there's some things that truly scare me. For one, did the company go out of their way to build a facility on where the devil himself lives and sits on his throne. You see, in the Bible, in Revelation chapter 2, verse 13, Jesus says Satan's throne is in the same city in which Saint Antipas was unalived. Biblical researchers found that Saint Antipas's life was taken under Emperor Nero in a city called Lyon, which is known today as Geneva, Switzerland. That's exactly where CERN so happened to have built their company's facilities and campus. If you pay attention to CERN's logo, it strangely has 3 6s, and you know exactly what that means. Elon Musk himself calls CERN's technology demonic. Oh, and if that's not weird enough for you, they have a statue on their campus of the god Shiva, which is known as the Destroyer. One night, someone actually filmed a group of people who worked at CERN performing a human sacrifice in front of the campus's Shiva statue.
Yeah, I've got that one coming further in the video. Now, they said that this was a fake sacrifice. Basically, goofing off. Freaks this guy out regardless.
When asked about it in an interview, a spokesperson for CERN said that it was only a prank and that no one was actually harmed. Yeah, sure, a prank. Ha ha ha. How do you get caught doing something weird and then go, guys, relax, it's a prank, bro? Anyways, they have a machine called the Hadron Collider, the largest and most powerful particle accelerator ever built. It has only had 2 runs in its lifetime. Some people believe that this machine is actually a portal to another dimension and that their plan is to work and find a way to release the devil himself out of hell, which would not only release him, but a bunch of demons down there as well. Now, there is some science to this because it creates incredibly high energy collisions with particles, which can theoretically open up a portal or tear the fabric of space-time. Now, there's no exact scientific proof of this, but who knows? Now, let's say none of this is true. There are other concerns concerning CERN. Try saying that 10 times fast. A genius and protege coined the name one of the world's smartest kids, who also created a free energy machine at the age of only 13, has warned us and said that he believes that CERN's experiments are threatening to break the fabric of our existence, and they have already moved us to a parallel reality that is similar to our own.
If there are other universes there next to ours, and this actually relates to my theory of the Mandela effect and how the particle accelerator altered the weight of one electron and therefore destroyed our universe and shifted us into the universe that's directly next to it, and therefore things are different in this universe.
Have you ever woke up and felt things were a little off? Something's a little different? You're not where you belong? Or maybe you remember Pikachu having black at the tip of his tail, the Monopoly Man having a monocle, or that there was a Boots popsicle, even though they claim one never existed. Well, maybe we're not tripping. Maybe we're not in our original reality. I mean, a man has supposedly caught a video of the Berenstain Bears book slowly transitioning into a parallel universe and becoming Berenstain Bears.
This creeps me out, man. I don't even like to be in this room anymore. When I sleep in here, you look at that. That is changing. Right there. It's changing. Right.
Now, is that just clever editing?
There.
I mean, who knows? The Mandela effect could possibly be the aftermath of CERN doing these so-called experiments. Why can't they move me to a reality where there's no bills, no rent? This earth is ghetto. I mean, we got good chicken, though. We got some good chicken. By the way, comment one Mandela effect that you found out or remember. Now, you may think this is all a bunch of malarkey, but there's been experts in the science community who have actually came out and warned us of the same thing the kid did, saying CERN running these experiments could create a black hole that would devour our world. Francis Calligero, a nuclear physicist who was co-winner of a Nobel Peace Prize, published an article titled, "Might a Laboratory Experiment Destroy Planet Earth?" The essay sparked a series of debates that were never-ending and lasted years. People all over the world was concerned that CERN might destroy us all. Okay, portals to hell, switching realities, creating black holes. There can't possibly be any more concerns, right? Sadly, there are. I'm just shocked as you. Now, you know I said that people believe that CERN is opening portals to different realities or a different dimension, maybe even different worlds. People believe that this is where these beings called reptilians or what we see as aliens are coming from. They're not traveling billions and billions of light years of space to get here. CERN is just inviting them through their front door. I mean, there's hundreds of species that have said to be walking amongst us today. Pleiadianos, the Greys, the Arcturianos. That many species can't be traveling through space to hit Earth. Someone has even claimed to have footage of one of these species.
Like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there. Okay, where is this on your property? In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually, we terrified of it. So there's 2 people or 2 subjects that are in your backyard? Correct, and they're very large.
Calm down, y'all. That's just my ex. She loves nature. All honesty, I can't tell if that video is real or CGI. It's just too realistic with the muscles in the back and everything. But what do you guys think? Should we be worried about CERN? Or is it just one big conspiracy? I don't know what to believe anymore. Make sure to hit that follow, because part 2, it's going to get crazy. And you don't want to miss it.
Now we're going to go check out and see what Auntie Colette's got to say over on TikTok. Let's check this lady out. There we go.
Oh, April 8th is going to be a big day, isn't it? Not only will the eclipse happen on April 8th, but so will a lot of other things. Hang on to your britches, just because it's about to get real. Not only will there be a solar eclipse, which still doesn't sit right with me because it's supposed to be in Aries, but it's somehow stuck in Pisces. I'm going to do a video about a certain song and how I feel like it correlates with the fact that this eclipse will be stuck in Pisces. I'll stay tuned. That'll be a big deep dive for you later today. It'll also cause the Aleph and the Tav to be created over America, the last 3 eclipses, and it will go over 7 cities named Nineveh, a city named Jonah, and a city named Rapture. I've done multiple videos on that. Guys, go check it out. But there will also be other things happening up there in the firmament. I mean, in outer space. The Devil's Comet. Set to go right over us at the same time as the eclipse. It is called the Devil's Comet because of its 2 protruding horns out of its mass. Well, that's weird.
Yeah, the Devil's Comet. We're supposed to be able to see the tail of that. It's supposed to get extremely close. There's quite a lot of information on that online. Just writing Devil's Comet.
And speaking of strange, evil things in the sky, did you know NASA is planning to shoot a rocket at the moon,
3, in fact.
hoping to get water from the lower South Pole that they believe is there? And their mission is called the Serpent Mission.
That's right.
I'll be doing another video on that as well.
And
did you know that they did this actually on the October 2023 eclipse? My family and everybody in my hometown of Elko, we were all in the path of totality for that eclipse. Not a lot of people were aware, but NASA pulled this stunt during that eclipse as well. There's a whole history behind the reason they named this. What they're naming this mission has a lot to do with the deity that chases the sun god. And in its exact words of definition, the deity that NASA is naming their mission after, it causes eclipses, and it goes after the sun god, chasing it, and it sometimes can swallow or devour the sun disk. That's strange. The sun disk. But again, that's a whole nother video.
Yeah.
Oh, the old a-holes at CERN are at it again. Yep, they're going to fire up their old Large Hadron Collider on April 8th as well. Stop it. Knock it off. Mad face, CERN. Mad face. Nobody wants you to. Nobody asked you to get involved. Last time you fired up the old Large Hadron Collider was last April. I know you wanted us to think it was July, but we all have eyes and saw the actual clock on it. Either way, you had intentions of opening a portal to a dimension that is just chock full of nothing but demonic, dark entities. And what did you do? You flooded our world with these demonic entities. Good job, CERN. Good job. So why in the world would you fire up your Large Hadron Collider on April 8th? This is a little
See, that goes back to what I was showing you earlier about the doctor that we've seen earlier in the show. Stuttelberger, was it?
to slowly at CERN in Geneva, which I truly believe the Bible speaks of. That is the devil's place. That's where he lives. The Large Hadron Collider particle accelerator is coming out of its regular hibernation again. That just gave me ugh when I read that. Ooh, because only a beast would hibernate, right? Like a bear, a beast. Something alive, at least. Progress can be followed live on CERN. No thanks. Last week, for the first time since annual winter shutdown, winter hibernation. Yeah, much like a bear. Since the annual winter shutdown, a first beam of protons briefly went around the accelerator's 27-kilometer circle at a full 6.8, energy. The first collisions of proton beams are expected on April 8th. Ugh, knock it off. You and NASA. We could. This world would be so much better off without CERN and NASA. Do we agree? I agree.
Do you agree?
The first collision of the proton beams are expected on April 8th when
friends,
all
too.
tests and fine-tuning of the machine are over. Then the large CERN experiments involving colliding protons can resume their measurement program. How do you weigh the millions and billions of demons you're allowing into our world? And these are just the events that we know of. Poof, we have no idea what's going on behind the scenes with those old elites behind closed doors and what they're up to.
That's true.
But yeah, this Serpent mission of NASA to shoot 3 rockets into the moon during the total eclipse, it's not the first time they've done it. They did it at the last October 2023 eclipse as well. And it, my friends, was dubbed the same name. I don't know about you, but we got NASA firing rockets into the moon, and I still feel like that's a lie. I truly believe that they're doing it into the sun. And you got CERN firing up their old Large Hadron Collider, coming out of hibernation like a beast. An eclipse that creates the Aleph and the Tav, goes over 7 cities named Nineveh, one named Jonah and one named Rapture, and the Devil's Comet going overhead at the same time. That sure sounds like ingredients for a big day. Yeah.
Sounds like something big.
If you don't have Jesus, get your bug out bags ready. But if you do have Jesus, I don't think you need to take a bug out bag where we're going. I love you all. Stay prayed up, repent, turn from sin, because I don't know. Who knows what could happen next? In this world, truth is stranger than fiction. I love you so much. Oh, and give your entire life to Yeshua and Yahweh before it's too late, because he could come back any day.
Well, as Auntie Colette said, make sure you get right with Yeshua and Yahweh, the real name of Jesus and the God in the Bible. I thought I'd show you the last video without me in, just to follow on for this one. So, let me know down in the comments what you think. And like I say, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out.
Check out this wild video from Geneva in Switzerland on December 29th, 2023. No coincidence, I'm sure, that that's the same location that CERN's particle accelerator's at. It looks like they are opening portals again. I'm sure the boosted community will just claim it's a thunderstorm. It's called weather. What do you think?
Yeah,
just some natural weather phenomenon? Or does it seem like CERN is up to it again? To me, it definitely looks like those parasites are out playing God again. Question everything, friends. Until next time.
Looks madness.
Seen that?
What do you all reckon that is really going on there?
Seen that come out of the clouds?
Makes you wonder if that's what's all the spraying in the skies all about.
Hold on, Jack.
Prepare the atmosphere for this. Well, as I said earlier, I'm going to show you the ritual, a bit of a longer video of the so-called sacrifice that was done outside the CERN back in 2016. So, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel and we'll move on to some more. I mean, is there really any need for this whatsoever? I mean, why wasn't CERN know really what's going on here? Just looks like another dark sacrifice ritual sort of thing. Well, you've just seen the freakiness from the so-called prank sacrifice in 2016 outside of CERN, which, if well, you would know by now, I think that I find that absolutely stupid and preposterous that they would even do something like that without there being some sort of dark Satanist kind of reason for it. Anyway, let's go a bit light-hearted and go with The Simpsons. Well, maybe light-hearted.
Mini black hole. No, I'm gonna take it away before more clueless kids fall into it. Geronimo! The police brings back home.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of videos you see just seem to be freaky shit. Let's see if we can get anything from this CERN Switzerland ceremonial. Conscious Juice.
All right, for those who don't know what this is in Switzerland. This was about 5 to 7 years ago. So when I did the research on this, they said this was a railroad opening ceremony. Okay, a railroad opening ceremony. But as you can see, I don't see no railroads here. I mean, you can see the tracks right there, right? You can see the tracks right here. But what kind of ceremony would you need to invite goat heads, skull heads, Baphomet-looking people, Satanists, devils? Like, what kind of ceremony would you need in order to invite this type of entity?
Satanic ritual.
Then when you know who their God is, their Lord, you know what I'm saying, Satan, Lucifer, you can see what it's really all about. So they are calling their Lord then, because they know it is the time. The time is in. You just seen the lights turn to red. So let me know what y'all think. Leave your comments down below.
So what are you all thinking now then? What do you reckon's really going to happen on April 8th? I have no idea, but it sounds like it's going to be pretty memorable.
It's almost time. It's almost time for the big whatever is going to happen.
Yeah, that's what they keep saying.
And everyone is so lost and hypnotized in it. Everyone is so anxious and excited. And I'll be a liar if I didn't say, I feel that things are definitely on edge, that we're on a tipping point. But as the picture above describes, I feel that this is exactly what they want. So many of you are going to be lost in it, caught in it, hypnotized by it, that whatever will be emerging from it may affect you. Please stay in prayer, stay in fasting, and stay in the Word, especially during this time. The very above picture is a shot that's been circulating around TikTok. And the only reason I post it is because this is not the only account that this was found on. This is maybe the 4th or 5th account from their own cell phones of the very same thing. 3 moons up in the sky at 6:30 or 6 in the morning or whenever it was that it happened. I myself wasn't out there, so I can't verify it. It looks like lens flare a little bit, but again, it came from several different accounts, from several different angles, showing the same thing. And NASA is shooting up 3 rockets on the eclipse. And guess what they're calling it? Serpent's deity. Do you know what the word deity means? Deity means God. Serpent's God. Satan, the serpent, the God of this world. Shooting 3 rockets at 3 moons. And all the masses will be out with their glasses to watch it, putting their very energy, frequency, and soul in jeopardy. Make sure you stay with Yahushua. The time is near, and more deception is going on than ever before. Stay guarded, stay safe. This is not a time to play around with astrology, signs, or anything else that's not God. Time is near.
Right, we'll move on. A couple more left to go before we finish. This one, check it out.
NASA has stated that they will be launching 3 rockets in the sky during the solar eclipse, and they claim that they are studying the Earth's upper atmosphere, and they would name these rockets Apep. Now, Apep would be an ancient Egyptian deity. He would also be called Apophis. Apep is a god of chaos. He is known to bring judgment and order. You guys have to understand that we have ancestors in higher dimensions, and they are coming back to bring balance.
Apophis was depicted as a great serpent and sometimes as a colossal crocodile. He was an incarnation of disorder and destruction, the supreme incarnation of disorder and destruction, and the arch nemesis of Ra, whom Apophis fought ad nauseum, the two of them meeting in the underworld each night and battling for the fate of all creation. The eyes of Apophis were especially perilous, and his terrible roar was said to be deafening, able to resound throughout the entire underworld. The movement of his body shook the earth, causing earthquakes, and the hidden sandbanks in the Nile that were so treacherous to ships were equated with his coils. Medieval dragons are thought to perhaps be modeled after a hybrid representation of Apophis that conflated both his snake and crocodile forms. And the python, which could unhinge its jaw to swallow large prey whole, is thought to have been a principal inspiration for Apophis, in terms of both appearance and action, the latter being to symbolically swallow and destroy the world by killing Ra. There was a plethora of fierce and frightening phenomena associated with Apophis, including thunder, earthquakes, darkness, disorder, storms of every kind, and chaos. Depictions of Apophis varied, sometimes shown as a coiled serpent, but most often shown under attack by Ra and his supporters.
Wow. Everyone's got their theories. Everyone seems to think that it's to do with trying to bring Lucifer back from the ones we've looked at, if he's not already back. Right, I've got one more for you after this one. First, I'll let you listen to Max. He has a theory on CERN. For those who haven't seen him before.
That means that there's an infinite number of parallel universes in our multiverse. Just move that there and focus more here on these lines. In our multiverse, and there's an infinite number of these realities. And in each reality, as every electron spins an animator of an animator to an animator to an animator around a nuclei of an atom, we're catapulted into, an infinite number of alternate universes. Just imagine this is the start of the universe. This is our original timeline, right? But as soon as this starts, we are infinitely catapulted into an infinite number of parallel universes. And somewhere infinity down the line, here's our universe, right? And then we're constantly shifting into alternate universes as we speak. And that expansion of infinite universes is our reality as we know it in time. So therefore, if there are other universes, they're next to ours. And this actually relates to my theory of the Mandela effect and how the particle accelerator altered the weight of one electron and therefore destroyed our universe and shifted us into the universe that's directly next to it, and therefore things are different in this universe.
So you believe that this thing that some people call the Mandela effect is actually real?
Oh, it's absolutely real.
Can you describe what it is for people who have never heard it before?
Sure. So the Mandela effect is the effect of some people thought that Nelson Mandela died at a certain time, and other people remember it as a different time. And this goes for a lot of other things. Star Wars, classic videos, Mirror, Mirror on the Wall. Everybody knows that. Well, if you actually look back to the original film, it's not Mirror, Mirror on the Wall. It's Magic Mirror on the Wall. And some people actually...
Which, of course, it's not.
It's not,
in the reality I grew up in.
Right, exactly. And, I mean, some people in this reality, I guess, maybe didn't make it from our last reality, I'm thinking. I'm still trying to figure out why they don't remember it. And some people do. But anyway, though, that is the Mandela effect, and we are living in an alternate expansion of our universes. Even in my own scientific notes, I've found rewritten signatures and things that are a little bit different from originally what I wrote.
So how did that actually happen? Let's take your notebook, or let's take Mirror, Mirror on the Wall, like an old film, animated film. How did it actually change?
Well, it never changed. We changed.
Well, the kid was definitely bright and definitely switched on and knows what's going on. I mean, anybody on here who watches this video who's had the Mandela effect and actually realised that had that realisation that it's not right, you realise anything could be possible. So let's find out why Shiva is in front of CERN.
People get concerned about that Shiva statue.
Concerned about that? I see what you did there, John.
That Shiva statue was actually, that's been part of physics for a while. The dance of the universe is like Shiva dancing. And that came out of the book, The Tao of Physics in 1973. So physicists like that metaphor for their work, their study. So that's why they have the Shiva statue there.
The statue, though, also is considered the god of destruction.
God of creation and destruction, yeah.
Why did the original physicist use that as an example in the first place?
That's their perspective on it. But the symbology, the symbolism goes much deeper than that. Destruction of worlds.
Just love how cartoons, as I said before, put a lot of things in. And I like this one, so I thought I'd end with this one for you.
Everybody, come quick!
Let me through, I got here late.
From the looks of it, I'd say this fellow died from causes unknown.
Look, there's more. What the heck is this thing?
Speaking from a strictly medical point of view, it ain't right.
Oh my goodness. What is it, Lisa? It looks like a human skeleton, but these other bones look almost like wings.
You mean like...
Блин. Вот это да. Короче, разрыли экскаватором. Такую, ну я скажу, эмоции просто не рассказать. Душа куда-то.
Remember, everyone out there who's seen this, it's all for shits and giggles, it's all a laugh. I mean, there's no harm in critical thinking while we're having a look. I'd like to know everyone's opinion. I mean, I've got some of my own. Let's just get the channel bigger and then we'll start sharing opinions fully. And again, stay aware, stay safe. Well, that's it for this one. I'm going to work on the next one. I've got a UFO one and a few others in the works at the minute. I'd like to say thank you to all for watching so far. Feeling a bit more comfortable on the camera day by day. So, again, thank you and peace.